Today on Yackin Wit Yoni, we're going to preview NFL and NBA weekend as well as a new edition of Yanni's Take. Also, we'll be answering the question of the week. That's all right now on Yackin Wit Yoni. December the 28th edition of Yackin Wit Yoni. I am Ryan Yanishadas. Let's jump right into it and have the newest edition of Yanni's Take, where today I'm going to talk about a little bit about the fiscal cliff that's going on, and my opinion on this whole thing. I mean, of course, for you that don't know, if there isn't a deal reached by December 31st, there's going to be a fiscal cliff and everything's going to go up and milk's going to go up to $4 a gallon. I really don't know all about that, but all I know is the most important thing that hurts, they're going to take more taxes out of your paycheck. Well, I don't make a lot as it is. And to have that happen would not be a good thing. I mean, obviously no one wants to see this happen and everything that's going on with all the gun violence and all the problems that are going on elsewhere. President Barack Obama hasn't really been able to focus on this, but he's finally getting a chance to now. So hopefully he can be able to get this, put this all to rest, and hopefully get this better, because again, I wanted to address this because this is the last time we have a show that if we go over that fiscal cliff. So we may be over the cliff by the next time we are here on Yackin Wit Yoni. But the thing is, I mean, it is obviously a terrible thing. We're just rebounding from a recession and now possibly getting that much quicker, jumping right back into one. And that's something that the United States doesn't need right now. They just want it. We just want to keep going on. Everyone, it sounds like everyone had a good Christmas and the spending a lot. Let's keep that going. But as of right now. But hopefully, my opinion on this is I hope it don't happen. I don't make money, like I said, as it is. And a lot of people having trouble finding jobs, and it's going to be even harder. People are going to get laid off, so there may be some trouble happening. So hopefully they can just forget all that, and hopefully they can get everything going. But that's the newest edition of Yanni's Take on the fiscal cliff. We are on Facebook. You can like us, message us, and much more. That is Yackin Wit Yoni on its home of Facebook. Now it is time to preview, if I can find my paper here, preview NBA weekend. No action tonight. Let's start off Saturday. You're going to see Bulls-Wizards from the United Center. I think the Bulls, they're being snowed out. They have not played since Christmas, so this is going to be a game where I think they need John Wall, I'm not 100% sure if he's going to be playing. This is a young team. They did beat the Miami Heat. They're not a very good team at all, so I think this hopefully can be a game where the Bulls are at home. So hopefully this is a game the Bulls can rebound and say, you know what, we can do this, we can get the job done. But again, like I said, if John Wall's in there, the guards like Kirk Hinrich, Nate Robinson, Marcus Teague are going to have to step in there and be able to stop them. Can they do that? I don't know. Let's hope they'll be able to and be able to get the job done. Bucks Heat will also be on Saturday night, and that's going to be a big one as well. The Bucks, if they're big two, it seems like wherever their big two are in a game, that's where they're going. And I think right now they need the big two to really be up for that game because they got to face the big three and Wade, Bosh, and LeBron. It looks like Dwayne Wade may be, since he is suspended for a game. If he doesn't appeal it, he'll be suspended for that game in Milwaukee, which will help the Bucks. So because he kicked to the ball or to family show, kicked to the lower region of Ramon Sessions the day after Christmas. So I mean so he may have to deal with that. But I think the Bucks, if the big two come out and the big three for the Miami, maybe even the big two if Dwayne Wade's suspended, that could be a good game as well. But I think the Heat are gonna. It's a tough task for the Bucks, but the Bucks almost beat them in Miami. Sunday, the Bucks will be home to face the Detroit Pistons, or maybe in Detroit. That'll be a good game as well. I think the Bucks, have an easy, or they don't have an easy weekend, but they have to face Heat. Then they go face the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons, again, this team has pretty much fallen to shreds ever since they got rid of Chauncey Billups, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Rip Hamilton. The only thing left is Tayshaun Prince. They got Rodney Stuckey still. They got Greg Monroe. They got young guys to try to build around on this team to really to try to get this thing going. But it's hard. I mean, we're talking about a rough economy. Detroit's the worst. But the thing is that this is still, I think this is a young basketball team. It's hard to follow them in Detroit. But I still think this is going to be this is a good team. a young team, but I think if the Bucks, once again, if they're able to capitalize and they get the speed going, if Larry Sanders can do it from the center spot, and just everyone's doing what they need to do, the Bucks should have a pretty good game against the Pistons in Detroit. And I think, like I said, the way Brandon Jennings has been playing as of late, I think he's going to be an all-star. and I think he deserves to be an all-star, but he's done very well. So, Bucks Pistons. And then finally, New Year's Eve, Bulls Bobcats from the United Center. Expected to go to this game, be my first Bulls game of the year. And this should be a good game once again for the Bulls. So I think they're going to be facing a young Bobcats team. They have former Bull Ben Gordon on this club now. So I think really when you look at this game, I think the Bulls know that they need to play hard. These are 2 games this weekend. They're at home. They can win. If they don't win, if they lose either one of these games, then obviously there's a problem. When you look at the Nets, they just fired Avery Johnson at a 14-14. The Bulls have problems, but I think it's because their main guy is not in there because he's hurt. I think you're going to see this Bulls team eventually step up, be the team that everyone knows they can be, but while they're doing it, they have to beat these young teams and prove, you know what, we can still do this, we can get the job done. Let's hope they can do that against the Bobcats. They also got Kemba Walker, but again, Ben Gordon returned to the United Center. He left Chicago to win a championship. He's been on the Detroit Pistons and now the Charlotte Bobcats. Not had a good career since. Saturday, Bulls Wizards will be on at 7 o'clock on WGN. Bucks Heat will be on at 7 o'clock as well on Fox Sports Wisconsin. Sunday, Bucks Pistons 5 o'clock on Fox Sports Wisconsin. And then New Year's Eve, Bulls Bobcats 2 p.m. I believe on Comcast Sportsnet. I can actually give you the officials on that. Washington will be 7 o'clock on WGN. 2 o'clock on WGN for New Year's Eve. And for the Bucks over the weekend, got the schedules handy just so you guys can know. It's already at the bottom of your screen, so I'm looking like an idiot. Miami, 7:30, Fox Sports Wisconsin, and 6:30 at Detroit on Sunday. So that is previewing NBA weekend. Where's the one place to watch all Yackin Wit Yoni programming? It's our home of YouTube. You can watch all episodes. That is Yackin Wit Yoni on its home of YouTube. Now it's time for preview NFL weekend. First, we're going to preview Bears-Lions. That'll be on at noon on Fox. What a game for the Bears. Because then if they win, their playoff hopes are still alive. They're facing a Detroit Lions team that is fizzled out. Calvin Johnson just passed the record of being the most yards in a season passing Jerry Rice. Congratulations to him. But the thing is, the Bears cannot overlook and say, oh, we already automatically got to win. Brian Urlacher is expected to be back in there. I think this Bears team need to just settle down and try to take it to them. Don't take that foot off the pedal. Like kind of what the Packers did with the Tennessee Titans last week. The Bears got to do that with the Lions. Even though it's in Detroit, the Lions are going to be pumped up for this game. The Bears cannot overlook it. Jay Cutler has to be confident. The Bears have to be confident because if they lose this game, it's on them the reason they didn't get to the playoffs. It's on them if they don't get to the playoffs anyway. This team was 7-1 at one time, and they're fighting to get in the playoffs. Completely unacceptable. So the Bears need to step up. Again, they got to watch out for Matt Stafford. And Ndamukong Suh's had problems with the Bears. But also, you got to watch out for Calvin Johnson. Can the Bears stop him? We'll have to find out. But I think the Bears need to step up, play hard. Don't let that foot off the gas pedal. They should be fine. And then following that will be Packers-Vikings from that one will be, I believe, in Minnesota. That'll be a good game as well. If the Packers win, they will clinch second seed. And the Bears, if with a win over the Lions, would get that final spot. If the Vikings beat the Packers, then the Vikings will get that final playoff spot and the Bears will be eliminated. So the Bear fans have to root for the Packer fans. The Bears have to root for the Packers. Rarely ever you see this happen, and it's going to have to happen this week. Like I've been saying this kind of mostly. The one time Bear fans have to root for the Packers will let them down. But I think they're facing a Vikings team. Adrian Peterson going to try to break the record. They have the chance to do that. I think it's going to be a fun game. I think both games are going to be fun. If the Bears win that one, but I think it's going to be intense. It's going to be fun. And I think the Bear fans are going to be on the edge of their seat because they need 2 things to happen. They need them to win, and they need the Vikings to lose. So it's got to be a Bears win and a Packers win for the Bears to get in the playoffs. They would have to face the 49ers. That'd be ugly. The Packers with the win would get the first round bye. Whew. That is all that happening. Again, the Bears at noon on Fox. Following that 3:30 kickoff for Packers-Vikings from Minnesota. So that is previewing NFL weekend. Yackin Wit Yoni is on top of it when it comes to social media. That includes Twitter, where you can get active with the show. So don't forget to follow Yackin Wit Yoni on Twitter. Yackin Wit Yoni 1 is the Twitter handle. Now it's time for Question of the Week answers. We only got 2 this week. First one is from Michelle. Michelle said, I got to see my awesome family and had a blast. That was a really good present. And then Honey even commented on this. Katie, who's on vacation, an awesome Steelers purse. Who got it for me? I want to show you a couple things I got for Christmas real quick. I'm going to be wandering around here. From Honey, the ultimate resource true for Cub fans. The 100 things Cub fans should know and do before they die. Then my niece Brianna got me Moneyball and a 4-pack of Coke, glass bottles. So I'll be drinking them, and again, I'd like to thank them for all that. I got a lot of great stuff from my parents and everything else, so compliments to everyone that got me stuff, and I was also glad to be able to get everything I could for everyone else. Next week's question of the week will be, and this one will be for next week, the 28th, or that'll be January 2nd through the 4th. What is your New Year's resolution? Don't forget to write it on our Facebook page and all that stuff. Every week I'll have a question and put it on Facebook, Twitter, and our website. We want you, the people's feedback. I'll read them the following Friday. You can also email them to yackinwitYoni@yahoo.com. So that is a new question of the week. Now it's time for predictions. A lot of predictions. I'm going to get through them real quick here. Starting Saturday night, Bulls Wizards. I'm going to go Bulls. By the way, I am 0-1 over the week so far. Bucks Heat. I'm going to go Heat. Bucks Pistons. I'm going to go Bucks. Bears Lions. I'm going to go Bears. Packers Vikings. I'm going to go Packers. Bulls Bobcats. I'm going to go Bulls. So I got Bulls, Heat, Bucks, Bears, Packers, Bulls. And again, we'll be back on Wednesday. We'll be off, so we will not be back till the new year. Wednesday, January the 2nd, right here on YouTube. So hope everyone enjoyed your New Year's vacation. Next week will be our final half week before we're back to the regular schedule, so can't wait for that. So that'll wrap it up here for this December the 28th edition of Yackin Wit Yoni, the final one of 2012. I am Ryan Yanishada saying this is, and forever will be, one guy, one show, nuff said.